In this lesson, we want to help you generate ideas around your revenue model and price, and then, you guessed it, prototype to test and learn. Think back to your customers. Your offer fulfills a set of needs. How can your revenue model and price complement that offer? Here are a few prompts to stretch your thinking. What's in it for all? Who are all of the players in your business, and what value are they getting and bringing? Answering this question can offer clues to different revenue models. For instance, as Instagram was growing, it knew it brought huge value to people by increasing connections made through digital media. These connections would be more valuable if more people joined. To accomplish this, they knew they couldn't charge people directly. Instead, they found a different party that saw value in their service: advertisers. Advertisers get tons of value from being able to target ads based on people's interests and behaviors on Instagram, which makes for a strong revenue model for the business. How might you reduce friction? What might be the easiest and most frictionless way for your customers to enjoy your offer whenever they want? Pay-per-ride through a credit card works well for Uber riders because they can get in and out of a car and pay for just that usage without the friction of a payment moment. For Spotify users, a subscription makes a lot more sense so people aren't worrying about how much music they're listening to every day. Can you bring newness to your industry? If you introduced a new revenue model, could it create a better customer experience? Netflix fundamentally changed the way we consume movies and TV with its subscription service for DVDs, which flipped the typical video rental store model, a per-video charge with steep late fees. With Netflix's subscription model, you could keep one DVD forever with no late fees, and their streaming service followed the same model. Get generative here. Think through different revenue models for your business, no matter how extraordinary they may seem. You may land on something that unlocks an entirely new way to capture value and to serve your customers. Now let's turn to pricing. There's a whole field of practice dedicated to it. At an early stage, we want you to have just enough information to start thinking about your price and to form assumptions that you can test. To start, do a little homework. What do you need to charge in order to cover the cost of doing business? When you know your business's biggest costs, you can make some best guesses about how much you'll need to earn to build something sustainable and successful. Of course, it's also useful to look at what competitors are charging for similar offers. In this way, you can get grounded in the current marketplace. But don't over-index on your work here. The real key to thinking differently about price: reflect on the human need your offer truly fulfills. Then ask yourself, how much are people willing to pay for that? Cirque du Soleil is, at its heart, a circus. But they also provide high-production entertainment that's sophisticated, elegant, and heart-stopping, with comfortable seating and more refined refreshments. Their offer draws on theater and other types of live events, more than traditional circuses. And because of this, they're able to charge much higher ticket prices. You can see how important it is to understand the needs you're addressing for your customers. If your offer fulfills additional desires or pain points that your competitors aren't, what analogous experiences can you look at to get a clearer picture of what price people are willing to pay? Using this guess, you can prototype different pricing options to test your assumptions and fine-tune your price. For example, we worked with the Australian Agricultural Company, Australia's largest beef producer, who wanted to understand and reach their end consumers. They had a hunch that their high-quality steaks could meet a deeper emotional need than satisfying hunger. With its rich history and thoughtful care of animals, the company thought that their high-quality steaks could appeal to people who wanted to celebrate, indulge, or pamper others and themselves. They turned this hunch into a question: will people value a steak more when it fulfills a social and emotional need and not just a functional one? Then, they prototyped to learn more, working with restaurants to educate wait staff on the story of the steak, and for a night, dramatically upping the price to gauge people's willingness to pay. They assumed higher price, fewer customers, right? The results were stunning. At twice the price, the restaurant sold 10 times the number of steaks they expected to. Importantly, the customer feedback at this higher price was fantastic. This prototype confirmed their hunch that their high-quality offer could serve a much deeper emotional need for customers. Now look at your business. How can you stretch your thinking about your revenue model and price and create simple, tangible ways to prototype and test them?